Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to another day. So today I want to share with you the secret of the serpent. What does it mean? Where does it come from? What's the origin? There's so many stories in our culture about the serpent, about the snake, what it means, how we were deceived by it in religious texts, especially in the Catholic Church. So if you guys haven't done so already, go out, get the Sacred Symbols of Mu by James Church Ward, do your homework, do your research, and find out the meaning of all these hidden symbols. And what I want to address first is the symbol of Mu, of the snake, of the serpent, because in Mu they had a heretic alphabet. I just want to show you, and I have a lot of bookmarks in here, but I just want to show you the heretic letter N, which is this guy here, heretic letter to N. And if you guys know anything about heretic or heresy, it's only utilized when it's not widely used or widely accepted. So back then, and then how it refers to now, because keep in mind this book was written early 20th century, 1938 I believe is when it was published, and so that's why they use heretic a lot when it comes to the reference of the alphabet. But going back again, I want to show you heretic letter N is the representative of the infinity symbol before it was closed off in loops. And just want to read it to you verbatim of what it means. The heretic letter N, the alphabet symbol for the serpent of creation. So we were often told that the serpent, especially when it comes to religion, is the devil, it's temptation, it's all these things. And so when you go back through history, 7,000, 35,000, 70,000 years ago, it refers to the serpent as creation. And I'm just going to show you a little bit more in this as we move forward, as we move through this. And the second part of the letter N in the Mu alphabet is here. So you see it here first, but then you see it here again, closed off. And so that is the meaning that man was infinite, man had infinite cycles, and so they took that and just gave another variation of it through the infinity symbol, which is very common today. So if you guys know about the infinity symbol, you guys understand why and how the origin of that. It is from the serpent. And so heretic letter N, serpent of creation. Then you have the meaning to where it goes to where man's soul is infinite, which has evolved into the infinity symbol. But as we move through this, I just want you to understand that as we take it a step further in understanding what it really is, the heretic letter N, we want to, and there's going to be a couple of variations as we move through this, is what the meaning of the serpent really is. And so here you have the serpent, and then the serpent with the eggs, and it says the waters of the mother of life. And in figure 1 here, serpent with the eggs, and then figure 2. And I'm just going to read those for you really quick. So in figure 1, serpent with the eggs, it says, the adorned serpent symbolizing creative attribute of the deity, meaning that the creative attribute of the deity, meaning that the deity, God, source, creator, universal energies, has empowered and imbued the serpent to create. And the serpent also refers to the 4 primary forces, which I talked about in the previous one, so check that out. I will also reiterate the 4 primary forces as we move through this. And then serpent 2, just the plain snake. It says plain adorned serpents were the symbols of the water. The symbolic water symbol called Khan. And so if we go to that, to the symbolic meaning of Khan, which is this here. So there is the story, and you guys can look it up on your own. There's a story of Kulia Khan, who is one of the creators or deities that were brought here. And when you look at this, and then you see the letter N here again, which is the creator, the meaning of life, creator, energy of life. And then I can go back and break these down, but these are also Khan, also the symbols of the letter Mu. Heretic. I can break those down in another talk, but I just want to focus in on the energy and the meaning of the serpent. And so if you guys have questions about that, please put them below in the comments. I'll be sure to answer. And so when you have the energy of Khan, the creator energy, it goes back to the understanding of this guy here, which is, as I just showed you, creator energy yet again. And this was on the Mexican tablets 328. So Mexican tablets, Nevin's Mexican tablets by Jake Churchward, which is James's great-great-grandson, has carried on his work. And so I'm just going to read this to you because this is very important to understand. And it says, the fifth command, rather, let life come forth in waters, and the shafts of the sun meet the shafts of the earth in mud of waters, and out of particles of mud formed cosmic eggs. These eggs, life came forth as commanded. And so the serpent is depicted as water, and when the rays of the sun, creator consciousness, creator energy, hit the earth, no water, and then water met the earth. Water intertwined with the earth to create the mud. And then from there, the creator energy, Ra energy, hit that and then began to create life from that, this first form of life. And so just going through it even a little bit more, we always have the story of the serpent and the tree. And with the serpent and the tree, you begin to understand how everything is connected, everything is intertwined in that space. And the serpent and the tree is also depicted as the tree of life, which we know very commonly. And just going to read just one little quick thing from this, so that way you have an understanding that the tree and the serpent, this work would seem incomplete if I omitted the information about this. Immutable legends about the serpent and the tree are found in legends, meaning they are energies of creation. They are found in numerous writings, and the tree and the serpent started a legend and then gradually drifted into myths, where it climaxed and reached the energy of the serpent and the tree in the Garden of Eden. So this is how that myth began. But people talk about the tree of knowledge, and actually it's a little bit of the opposite. It's the snake who had the knowledge, had the wisdom to give to those in the garden, and the apples were the sustaining life force energy, because it was the water, it's life force energy. And so just wanted to continue to move through this. And like I said, if you guys have any questions, put them in the comments below. I'll be sure to answer. And as we get to some of the most interesting aspects of this, just to reaffirm everything. So here, if you've been keeping up with my videos about Mu, there's also reference of the noctals. So here you have this serpent in the water. And so just going to read this to you really quickly. So originally the universe was only a soul or spirit, and everything was without form, all in darkness, void. And then only the Supreme Spirit created consciousness energy, the Great Self, power creator, the seven-headed serpent, which we'll get into in a moment, the desire came to him to create worlds, and the desire came to him to create the earth with living things upon it. So this just speaks to the energy of creator, the four primary forces that were charged to bring order to the universe, to bring creation through him, because of him, because he commanded it. Going back to the fifth commandment that we just talked about, the fifth command rather. And then as we move more into this, snakes and dragons got a bad rap. I tell you, it's interesting. So now we move to another couple of depictions here. Is a depiction of a seven-headed snake, and here as well a depiction of a seven-headed snake. And when you hear about seven-headed snakes, it's usually depicted in South America as Quetzalcoatl, which is the god, the deity of creation, of life, of energy. And here you have the number 7, which is very important when you're talking about Mu or other things in spirituality. And so just want to read this to you because this goes all the way back to the beliefs of the Pueblo Indians and the Mayas. And if you saw any of the videos, Mayas are people who have left Mu. So they are colony settlers from Mu. So this is why Maya or Mayans exist, because of the colony, the land of Mu they left. And everywhere they went, they were called Mayans. But as of today, that all changed. That's a topic for another story. And as we move into this energy, the seven-headed serpent originated in Mu and was called Naga. So, if you guys know anything about dragons, that is also their original name. Dragons or serpents are also Nagas. In various Mu colonies, they received added names, judging from the geographical position of the colonies where we find them, and believe that it started in the lowermost western half of Mu. And then it goes all the way through the tradition all the way from, as I just talked about, the Mayas, the Pueblo Indians, and I believe the Hopi. And just want to close this out by saying even Vishnu was supported by a serpent, and the very ancient energies, he held the primary forces. So yet again, here it is. It is called the Sacred Four Energies, and the Sacred Four Energies are some of the most oldest religions and concepts, and those go back to the four primary forces. So here is a depiction of Vishnu, another depiction of a seven-headed snake, and even going to show you in the bottom where it says the name of Gukamaz. Here is to depict the creator himself, but with his four creative forces, as they refer to themselves as they. So there you have it. The hidden meaning is the short time of the serpent. And this is really important to understanding where the ancient symbols come from, the meanings of them, and how they have evolved over the years, and how they are ingrained and enriched in our culture. And mind you, this started off in Mu, then went to Atlantis, then went to Egypt, to where it has evolved even more so, and even in present day. So just look for your hidden meanings, understanding what they are, what they do, and look forward to the next video. Till next time, beautiful ones, beautiful souls, beautiful humans. Mwah.